4,800 meters high in the Bolivian Andes. There are no trees. During summer, the region is dry, sometimes without any rain for several months. At this altitude, oxygen is rare too. Why is it then that, in the end of the 16th century, Potosi will appear in such a hostile place and become the biggest city of all Americas? What brought Spanish colonizers to build churches, markets, plazas, and even the Royal Mint, which produced most of the coins used in the whole Spanish-American Empire? The answer lies under the earth, in the belly of the mountain looking over the city. El Cerro Rico, the rich mountain, provided the Spanish Empire enormous amounts of precious silver. The price? The millions of lives of forced native miners. Today, we dive into the dark depths of the mines of Potosi and their history.
We went into the mines with a small touring company founded by former miners. We were a group of 10 people. We climbed into a bus to start our adventure. Our guide was named Wilson. He himself was a former miner.
1,000 people, my friends. That is the miners' stadium with synthetic grass. For the miners, the football not just one passion, it's another religion, my friends, okay? Where are you from?
Canada.
Hello, Christina, Christy, Bloody, hello. Yes, I had some friends from Canada. Christina.
We got all the equipment needed to get into the mine. Overall pants, lamp, helmet, and, when we were ready, a joke to lighten the mood.
Okay. This is the llama blood, not the tourist blood. Don't be scared, my friends.
The mine is still an everyday workplace for several hundreds of miners. We met a couple on the way. Today, there's still precious ore in the Cerro Rico, and miners follow veins like this one. "50 meters inside the mine, we stopped. There was a sort of an altar with a strange and fearsome statue looking at us. At its feet, coca leaves and bottles. It was the Tío, a devil-like figure protecting the miners, as long as they pay their daily tribute. To protect our touristic expedition, we also placed some coca leaves and took a shot of alcohol to honor him. We had bought this alcohol in the market before entering the mines.
Another typical drink, especially for the miners, is the potable alcohol. This is from the sugar cane. 96%. 96. Good taste, good taste, good taste, good taste. C'est de la bombe, bébé. Especially the Friday days, the miners drinking pure alcohol. The big problems, my friends, in all Bolivia is the alcohol. Because 1 liter of alcohol from the sugar cane, 96% costs less than 1 liter of beer. The beer had...
In the market, we also bought dynamite, coca leaves, juice, and gloves to give to the miners we would meet.
The working conditions in the mine are very difficult. The stone dust, daily efforts, and physical dangers significantly lower the life expectancy of the miners.
My friends, can you see him? Yesterday in this place they made 12 explosives. Now he's cleaning those places to make other explosives. These rocks contain more garbage than mineral. 12 is necessary to accumulate 10 tons, 20 tons. Can you see only in this place contain the mineral? In this place this is the garbage.
As Wilson said, to climb in the mine, the miners must imitate Indiana Jones or Spider-Man.
His name is Rolando.
The miners are organized in co-ops, which control territories and access to mineral veins. To become a member, you need to be the apprentice of an existing member. For 3 years, you work under this person's orders, and for their profit. If you behave well, you may then be assigned a vein, which only you can exploit. After that, it's all luck. If your vein gets bigger and full of silver, you can become rich. You can buy electrical equipment for mining and transport, and hire help. Otherwise, you stay poor and use your hands, as in the colonial times.
Ok. Bueno, esto es Don Simón, estos son nuestros amigos. Se lo están trayendo para vos. Aquí está coquita, juguito. Sí.
Visiting the mine was quite an experience. Still, when we went out, we somehow felt relieved and happy to see the sun.
Oh, muy bien. Ya quedó 5, señorita. Eso, mi amigo. Muy bien, mademoiselle. Igual es claro.
This is blinding.
The veins of Cerro Rico have minerals containing silver as well as zinc and lead. However, they still need to be extracted from the rocks taken out of the mountain in processing plants, such as the one we visited. The rocks are first crushed by big iron balls in a rotating cylinder. Then, the precious elements are separated from the others through flotation by adding different chemicals. What comes out after this process is a powder with a higher concentration of silver, zinc, and lead. It still contains impurities and is sent to other countries for further refinement. Although you can see the sun a bit more, the working conditions in these plants are unfortunately not really better than in the mine.
For example, in these places using different chemical reactions. The people from these refining plants die fast, like miners as well, because they don't using good gloves, good face masks, sometimes don't using nothing. For that reason, those people die fast. No good idea stay many times in those places.
El Cerro Rico and Potosi were the source and the symbol of the wealth of the Spanish colonial empire. The price was the lives of countless men and women, victims of some of the worst colonial crimes. Today, what remains is smaller in scale, but the life conditions of miners who extract the ore present in our everyday products are a striking example of the inequalities of this world.
Hey everyone! We hope that you enjoyed our last video from this unforgettable experience that we had in Bolivia.
It's been 5 years since our last video. That's the time I needed to finish my PhD.
So we hope that now we'll have more time to work on our videos because we still have a lot of great material from the Secret Valley, the Lake Titicaca, and the Salar de Uyuni that we would love to show you.
So you can subscribe to make sure you don't miss our next video whenever it arrives. Or you can also look at our previous videos about Cuenca, Vilcabamba, or the Galapagos Islands.
Hasta la próxima.
La mochila con todos tus juguetes y...
Dame